bit. There's even some coronavirus Easter eggs around the beach, so I love that. And the other part I like is the shooting. I do like the aiming a little bit. I think it adds a little bit more of a skill gap to the game. It's less about just muscle memory and more about you have to match the notch on the meter and all that. It just makes it a little more advanced. But of course, the old timing is still.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. And as they...
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the five, roaming the paint. And that one's good. Beverly.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Now here is Davis. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell-Pope passes to Howard. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Doesn't go that time.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And good that time.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Beverly. And the rejection by James.
LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike that one away.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Zubac.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Zubac no good. The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Green kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Missed inside.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Davis finds Caldwell-Pope. Howard trying to free himself up. Back to Davis. A second chance effort. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Here's Morris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Clippers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Leonard. Davis with some nice D. The Lakers trail. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I just wonder for teams that are playing against Anthony Davis, 48 minutes of that kind of length out on the floor, he just becomes an imposing player defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. And here's Rondo, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Feeds to Davis. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
I love the aggressiveness from AD there. Not a lot of hesitation, and good at finding a shot there on the inside.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Shamet. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
McGee, the pass to Morris. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
McGee, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jackson, that's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And we talk about Kuzma's mobility at his position. They're using it well to burn the D.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
And the shot goes in.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. The Clippers on top, up. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool just to learn.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, Markieff Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Outside for Jackson. Fires from deep. No good. Shot missing. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. James checked in for JaVale McGee. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Green, and it's George in for Landry Shamet. Goes up off the inbound. James with the bucket. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And that one's good, George.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
And the shot goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Clippers in the lead. George passes to Williams. And the wide-open shot from Morris. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Passes it to Morris. And finished off by LeBron.
You're just such a physical force, LeBron James. Sensational at reading the play and using his size to get possession.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Morris. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Leonard comes in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. It's stolen by Davis. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Howard finds Caldwell-Pope. Outside for Davis. He's looking for Caldwell-Pope and finds him. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Beverly against Green. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
For the Clippers, Green comes in for Marcus Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Paul George. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Beverly against LeBron. The shot from the low post is good. James has got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Shamet kicks to Beverly. Leonard the pass to Green. Plenty of space. And it's Shamet missing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Davis. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Green. To end the run. Can't get the layup. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 9 points, 3...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Knocked away. It's stolen by Morris. Here's George. It's tipped.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block.
And Davis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Morris with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Zubac.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Back to Leonard. George with no one around. Drills the 3-pointer. George has got 9 points.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. And once James takes off towards the basket, the defense really has no chance to react and or stop him. What determination from the King there.
Zubac finds George, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson misses. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 1, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Landry Shamet's checked in for the Clippers. And McGee kicks to Davis. Back to McGee. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Inside, it's tipped. Here's Caruso. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
And he dunks it down.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Harrell, the pass to Williams. And it's good. 2 points. Williams has got 10 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for JaMychal Green. And it's Leonard missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Lakers passing it around. Outside Rondo. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard attacking. Here's Shamet. Pass to Harrell. It's stolen by Davis. McGee against Williams. Rondo with a clean look. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Clippers trail by 3. Harrell kicks to Shamet. The pass to Leonard. Jackson has the open look. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Passes to Shamet. Down low. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Harrell.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this happens when Kuzma is aggressive. When he's looking to score, he makes the D react.
And both free throws good for Kuzma. Leonard looking over the floor. To the paint, Zubats. Excellent D from Howard. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Lakers leading by 5. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
LeBron passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Zubats kicks to Beverly. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, Beverly showing a bit of his speed right there, out of the blocks, hoping to get something on the drive on the inside.
James, the pass to Kuzma. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And the rejection by Zubats. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And it's George finishing it off.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
To the inside, here's Green. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Howard with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Howard, good. Howard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's James. And the rejection by Zubats. James dishes to Howard. The second effort doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Yes, that goes in.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Out to the wing. Over in the corner, Green fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Howard, that's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Tipped away and stolen by LeBron. And there's Green on the assist by Caldwell Pope. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
And that's how you finish on the break. Green showing great hustle in transition.
And that one is good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Here's Morris, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Williams is checked in, and that one is good from Zubac.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. James, the pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, AD defining the word clutch on that one. Huge shot there.
And it's Leonard missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. Count it. Good.
And Howard doing a great job showing his ability to score in a critical situation.
Money!
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
To the middle. Here's Howard. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Yep, it counts.
Lou Williams living for the moment. Got clutch written all over him here tonight.
James, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Inside. There's the dish to Howard. Left side, Davis. Outside, Green. Paul George with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Davis dishes to Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Pass to James. Caldwell Pope outside. From deep. And so the Lakers take the win. Probably a little closer than. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
hold timing is.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque. And David Alt.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Morris, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Yeah, Matthews, his effort is relentless. He never gives up on a play.
Leonard dishes to George. Clippers moving the ball around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
And, you know, Beverly is easily one of the most tenacious defenders in the league. An absolute pest of epic proportion. Love his energy.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Leonard kicks to Morris from the arc. Kept alive.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And the shot is good.
Hey, and, you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Now, here's Zubac. Beverly wide open. Leonard attacking. Clock at 4. The 3. The rebound by Brook Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Over Middleton. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Yeah, from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Lopez. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. Shots good by Bledsoe.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Here's Giannis. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Morris passes to George. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does. Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Here's Beverly, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly, there.
Antetokounmpo against Morris. Lopez. Giannis inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
Here's Hill following the score by Reggie Jackson. Here's the three. Green with the rebound. Clippers trail by 8. It's 2-on-1. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Possessing great mobility at his size, Harrell runs the floor like a deer.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Giannis has got 11 points.
Exactly what they want right there. Continue to get good looks.
That one falls.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Yep, that one goes.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Green kicks to Harrell. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Giannis on it. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely getting slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got George Hill, Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. 5 to shoot. Ilyasova can't hit.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
That shot off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. Jackson against Hill. The 15-footer, and it comes off the front of the rim. Clippers trail by 9. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Harrell the pass to Green. That one no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Hill kicks to Williams. It's back to Hill. Pass to Lopez. Right side, Williams. Leonard with the steal. And finished off by Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Takes it from 10. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Hill has the open look. And the 3 off target. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe comes in for Hill. Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for Landry Shamet. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Outside Korver. A 3 ball. And the 3 ball is good. Korver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, you got to chase Korver off that 3-point line. When he's in that comfort zone, expect him to knock it down. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's George. The pass to Leonard. Feeds it to Harrell. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced them into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Korver passes to Lopez.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Matthews in for Kyle Korver. Out to Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac the pass to Morris. And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
Boy, that was well done by Bledsoe there. Nice timing on that block.
And to the Kumbo inside. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And so it's Milwaukee up.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 17 points. And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard position. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The finish. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's
now,
good.
yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary. And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Bucks leading by 9. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over Morris. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Morris passes to Zubac. George against Middleton. Down low. Here's Morris. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's sent back by George.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflection.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. To the inside, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Morris against Bledsoe. Giannis right side. Here's Lopez, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really hard to get to the shot of Lopez, especially with his reach.
The Bucks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Andrew Shamet comes in for Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Trying to get open is Lopez. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
He dishes it to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Here's DiVincenzo. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Clippers trail by 8. Harrell dishes to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And the Bucks with some changes. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. And it's Korver in for Hill.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
6 to shoot. Korver, no luck. The Clippers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the 3rd. Williams gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
DiVincenzo finds Williams. Knocks down the 10-footer. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Pretty decisive that time by Williams. He knows when he should shoot off the pass.
Korver passes to Ilyasova. Shoots over Shamet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Bucks have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10". Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
The Clippers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Milwaukee on top, up by 6. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Kyle Korver, Ilyasova out there with Williams. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Harrell on the follow.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Ilyasova in the post, covered by Morris. Ilyasova can't hit. Back to Harrell. He shoots again. He takes it up and lays it in.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Now here's Ilyasova. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by Harrell.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Morris, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. And it's Korver off the drive. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Here's Ilyasova. Banked in off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Always a threat to score. Williams draws defensive attention. I mean, that allows him to set up his teammates.
Now DiVincenzo. Misses off the left iron. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The 3 from Korver. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jackson drives in and stolen by DiVincenzo. Now here's Korver. He's covered by Shamet. And Ilyasova kicks to Connaughton. Back to Ilyasova. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter, and they take the lead. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Leonard the pass to Hero. Here's George, and he makes that one. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 4. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Pass to Matthew. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious. Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Antetokounmpo inside. Hero on him. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's Hero missing. Lets it go from deep. He can't get it to go. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
old timing is still there if people want to switch back to that. So it's up to your preference. I gave shot aiming a try, and it's worked out well for me.
When you look at all the feedback from Reddit and some of the ideas, what's one of the coolest things you've seen in terms of like ideas for the future?
There was a suggestion to have a historical My League where you can start in any year in history with all the legends back then.
Welcome, everyone. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. And the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the three. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. Here's Leonard. A shot's good on the assist by George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard way outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Morris passes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Beverley for three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Back to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Beverley, the pass to Zubac. Good.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard outside. The shot off that time.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Here's George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, and they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Anthony. Ariza trying to break loose. Lillard from outside. Drills it from outside.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Morris after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Now, here's George. Count it. George has got his second basket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Leonard, no luck.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Anthony right side. Back to Lillard. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
Left side, George. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Good on the bucket.
Well, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. Nurkic with the block. They recover it. On the wing, George. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lobs it up for Anthony. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, and I love when Whiteside hustles in the open floor. I mean, making himself a big target in transition.
To the middle. Shamet kicks to Williams. Green up on top. Back to Jackson. No good on the triple. It's Collins with the drive. Shamet with the steal. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by... And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
We've got Rodney Hood. Little out there with Collins. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Trent in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Jackson, that's good. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
A shot by Williams, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play, going to the line for 1.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Trent, and the rejection by Harrell. Now here's Jackson, guarded closely. Shamet, the pass to Williams. Green dishes to Harrell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes it to Shamet. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Jackson. Over Trent. He can't hit that time. And it's Portland the other way. Pass to Whiteside. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, Jay, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. He got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Whiteside won't allow that. You have to work way harder to outplay a blocker of his talent.
Anthony trying to get open. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harrell. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. Leonard kicks to Zubats. Back to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Morris against Anthony. Outside, George. Back to Morris. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
And Portland with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. There's the pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Leonard hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Lillard against Beverly. And Lillard gets to Ariza. McCollum outside to the right side. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
Leonard finds himself wide open and drills it. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look. Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
George with the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, no need to rush right here. Let the clock run a little, then execute your offense. You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, and that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Lillard with no one around. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And Lillard gets to Ariza. Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Morris looking over the floor. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
The Clippers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. Kicks it out to Collins. This one for 3. Trent can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson finds Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Right side George. Back to Harrell. And Leonard has it in the corner. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Trent. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Inside, and stolen by Whiteside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Collins is running. Kicks it to Whiteside. Good on the shot.
Not to be denied. Whiteside's NBA career didn't start until he was 25. Works for those hoops.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And, yes, it's good.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
To the wing right side. Trent passes to Whiteside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Trent. Kicks it out to Collins. And a wide open look for Hood. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hood's got 6.
You can't allow Hood to get comfortable from there. He loves getting the chance to shoot the 3 ball.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Left side Collins. Passes it to Hood. Out left to the wing. Here's Trent, guarded by Jackson. Morris against Collins. It's stolen by Morris. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Collins. Little, he's checked in for Hood. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Little finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And another turnover here by Portland.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Down low. Harrell kicks to Shamet. Pass to Green. Feeds it to Harrell. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard against Williams. Outside Anthony. Lillard outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And stolen by Lillard. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. From Portland. We're back in a moment. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Little. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Green. And the pass to Shamet. Now Zubac. Green breaking loose. And that one is good from Zubac. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Ariza finds Nurkic. And the officials call traveling violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target with his 3. Clippers leading by 3. Morris into the lane. On the wing, Williams. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Pass to Zubac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
And it's Lillard missing.
He hasn't had anywhere near the same touch he had in the first half. 0 3-pointers in this half compared to 3 in the first.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Trent passes to Little. Portland moving the ball around. Buries it from 3-point range. Lillard's got 20 points.
Adding to his 3-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Zubac the pass to Shamet. Here's Williams. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nurkic up top. To the left side wing. Lillard from outside. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pick off in midair. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers for the finish. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, This is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Here's Shamet. Off target from three-point range. Portland trailing here. Kicks it to Little. Lillard outside. From deep. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Williams. From past the arc. Back to Leonard. Puts up a three. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Kicks it out to Ariza. Outside Anthony. Lillard from outside. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Morris passes to Williams. Back to Morris. Lets the three fly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Now, these shots are important for Morris to make, demonstrating why he is seen as a leader of this squad.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard kicks to Williams. High post, Zubac. Outside Williams. Leonard looking over the floor. The offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 4 on the bucket from Lillard.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Williams for 3. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Paul George is checked in for Landry Shamet. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. Fires the 3. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against Ariza. Lillard outside. Just 4 to shoot. Money!
We're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 1. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Poked away. Got it up in time.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be. Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
McCollum fires from way outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This win...
back then and start a team there, and then bring them all the way to present day. And you'll cycle through different eras, different players. You can change history. Maybe MJ never retires, or maybe MJ retires and never comes back. You know, you get to make that decision.
That's an awesome idea. All right, so what is something you are looking forward to when it comes to the thought of the next generation of the NBA 2K series?
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room. And with pregame,
Kevin, thanks. Anthony.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the four-man position. Now, here is Morris. And that one's good. Beverley. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. It's good.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
Now here's Beverley. Clippers moving the ball around. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Howard. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. James dishes to Howard. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Beverley. Outside Leonard. Outside George. Pass to Beverley. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Beverley missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And it's Davis missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the game. Studies angles, move. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverley is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Now here's LeBron, and that one drops.
Well, I'm not sure there's a more intimidating sight in basketball than watching LeBron on the move.
Moving it up, jumps up. Oh, wow.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Beverley. Morris passes to George. Offline with his 3. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. They get it again, and there's the pass to Howard. He had a nice open look right there.
Well, this is a sign that Dwight Howard is adding to his game. Really good job at this stage of his career to knock down the mid-range.
And the basket is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Fires for 3. George. And George able to finish.
It's a lengthy list of skill that Paul George brings to the table every night. The offensive glass is just one aspect of a terrific game.
Now here's Davis. From down in the low post, it goes.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
George against Green. Zubac kicks to Morris, and Leonard has it in the corner. Again, Leonard missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. James, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Jackson. Williams passes to Green. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Morris. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Shamet with the steal. Harold drives in. Outside for Jackson. Shamet the pass to Jackson. Back to Shamet. And stolen by Kuzma. Rondo with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Morris with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Rondo in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball.
How about the vision of Markieff Morris? Hits the open man, has a good feel for the game. Boy, this guy can do a lot of things.
And it's Harrell missing. Morris right side. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here's Harrell. McGee with the block. Kuzma, right side. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Harrell is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. And there's Jackson, and it's Shamet in at the small forward position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's McGee, and the Lakers turn it over again. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. The Lakers also changing it up. Davis comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Alex Caruso. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. Had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He's succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
So, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
Nobody near George. No good that time, and the Lakers take it the other way. Caldwell Pope for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers trail by 11. George finds Morris. To the paint. Outside for George. Clippers moving the ball around. Nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Howard, good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Davis, the pass to Howard. The Clippers grab the miss. From deep, George hits it from three-point range. George has got 5 points so far. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Now here's LeBron. 11 points in the game. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. And here's the break. Here's Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Green kicks to LeBron. Back to Green. Poked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the rejection by James.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Leonard missing.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Davis on the follow.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The drive by James. Howard finds James. And LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Howard with the steal. Just 3 on the clock. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1. And that does it for our...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at small forward. Zubac no good. Lakers leading by 14. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from George. And now the Clippers on the break. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Misses the layup.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
An effortless range. KCP doesn't always hit for a high percentage, but when he does hit, he makes it look good.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
For the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also making some changes. Markieff Morris comes in for Dwight Howard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for LeBron. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Morris. Makes it off the glass.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
And the rejection by Harrell. And now the Clippers on the break. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Williams. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Count the basket. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Count it.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the rejection by Harrell.
What a block by Montrezl Harrell, twice on the pipes.
It's good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Back to Jackson. Morris, left side, down low. Here's Harrell. The kick out to Williams. The feed to Harrell. Jackson against Rondo. Kuzma outside. Beyond the arc. Tips it up. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 8.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Lakers also making a switch. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. They'll double him with Harrell. McGee finds Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
A terrific leaper with incredible height. Davis is a dunk machine.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Kuzma passes to Davis. Here's Caruso. Williams comes with a double team. McGee.
Oh!
Wow.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end.
If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Paul George comes in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. James checked in for the Lakers.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Shoots the three. The Lakers rebound. And he gets the bucket. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, it's the Clippers missing. It could go. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Beverley and Shamet in the backcourt together. Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. And it's George in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Shot clock at 5. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And it's sent back by Howard. George against Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by George. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Howard in the post. Harrell on him. Howard dishes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Howard. Lakers passing it around. Out to Kuzma. They get a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 15. Williams passes to Leonard. Now here's Harrell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Here's Morris. It's George on the wing. And it's sent back by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 17. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Back to Zubac. Outside Leonard. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Lakers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Kuzma. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morris finds George. Back to Morris. On the wing, Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
Howard dishes to LeBron. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Williams, and he gets it to go. Williams has got his first basket.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp. This is a clinic. They have absolutely owned this game, still keeping the pressure up with their D.
The Clippers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. LeBron outside. And James throws it down.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's Leonard. For 3, Williams. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Pass to Caldwell Pope. For 3. Offensive rebound.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. coming right up. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of DH.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Zubac. He kicks to Beverly. And he makes good on the layup. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
So it's the Bucks now after the Clippers pick up 2. Now Matthews.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Morris passes to Zubac. Antetokounmpo knocks it away.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Pass to George. Lopez with the steal. Bledsoe against Leonard. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Passes to Matthews. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Zubac, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
On offense here, the Bucks. They trail by 1. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. From downtown, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Giannis. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Back to Middleton. And he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 5 now.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Leonard and Middleton with the block. Outside, Antetokounmpo. That 3 off the mark. Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Middleton is doubled. Matthews, no one around him. Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly, the pass to Morris. That one good for 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
George against Matthews. Here's Giannis. Lopez. Another shot. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Zubac. Morris with the ball. Matthews covering. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Bledsoe. Bucks passing it around. Matthews passes to Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
George finds Zubac. Back to George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. George has got his second basket of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Lopez. In close, he hits it.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Leonard inside. Here's Zubac. Leonard kicks to Beverly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with... Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Williams at the 2-guard spot. Harrell the pass to Green. Outside for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And too long on the shot.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
They double him with Green. Free throw line jump shot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
And that one's good. Shamet. Shamet's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Ilyasova down low. Guarded by Green. Bucket is good. Clippers leading by 4. It's stolen by Hill. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside Hill. The pass to Lopez. That shot is off. Great D that time from Harrell. On up the court. And it's Shamet missing. Bucks trail by 4. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Williams with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Got a piece of it. Shamet kicks to Green. Williams passes to Jackson. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Reggie Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. Williams comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. Korver passes to Ilyasova. Fires from 14. Second chance shot. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ilyasova's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside Hill. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Outside for George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Guarded by Korver. Hero. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Now the feed to Williams. Double team on Williams. Over Harrell. Misses off the right iron. Clippers leading by 4. Loads it up there for Harrell. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
The gravity of Kyle Korver drawing defenders and finding the open man.
1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. And he really was a throw-in in that Chris Paul trade. But Montrezl here. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in its center.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Middleton outside from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And George kicks to Beverly. Morris outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Pass to Beverly. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the rejection by Giannis. Bledsoe passes to Giannis. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Giannis has got 7 points in the game. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can take your breath away.
Man, he can go around.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A different look for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Jackson in for George. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Matthews. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now, here's Shamet, defended by Middleton. Left side Jackson. Misses from short range. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Shamet finds Zubats, and the layup's good off the glass. Zubats has got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Stolen by Zubats. Jackson up top. Lopez covering. Zubats against Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Zubats, that's good. Zubats has got 4 this quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And Landry Shamet out of Wichita State. Some good young guards coming out of that program.
And another one, GA, that comes to mind, Fred VanVleet, also a former Shocker. Both he and Fred, they are knockdown shooters. Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Jackson passes to Harrell. Outside for Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Shamet. Outside Leonard. There's the 3. They get it back. Shamet on the wing. Leonard looking over the floor. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Leonard's got 8.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers lead by 4. Don't go any. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Morris, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. 4 on the clock. Morris kicks to Leonard. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Giannis is double. Feeds to Williams. Outside Korver. With the tip. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Giannis passes to Williams. And Matthews kicks to DiVincenzo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Here's Matthews, and he converts the layup. And the Bucks lead by 1.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Double team on Williams. Over Morris. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova comes in for Williams. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Kyle Korver. Morris. And Morris throws it down. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And again, the Bucks miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As crafty as he is explosive, Kawhi Leonard gets the defender where he wants him. Gets to the line.
So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. For the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That one goes in. 12 points for Leonard.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Bledsoe outside. Kicks to Middleton. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trays. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Back to Williams. Middleton against Leonard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Bucks trail by 4. And Bledsoe, here we go. And it's sent back by George. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Bledsoe looking it over. 124 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lopez, second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Yep, that one goes in there. Williams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Game on the line. You need a guy who's willing to step up and deliver that sweet Lou.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're behind by 6. 1:12 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Leonard inside, defended by Middleton.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Bledsoe with it. Three-pointer. Middleton can't get it to go. And up the floor again, the Clippers running the floor. Morris passes to Zubac. Morris kicks to Williams. Passes it to Zubac. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And the Clippers lead by 6.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And the wide open shot from Morris. His three-pointer's off the mark. Timeout called, the Bucks. They're down by 2. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
Seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Seven seconds left to play in the final quarter. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Bledsoe. Money!
He's such a ferocious competitor, and when it matters most, Bledsoe's comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan. And David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. First.
graphics is going to be a big thing. You know, we saw that leap the last time we had a generation jump. But even more so than that, I want to see a whole new movement system and just the physics behind the game. You know, I want the players to feel that like, there's more weight to them. And I hope that the next gen, whatever the gameplay team is working on, can give us that.
Absolutely. I know I would love to.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There it is, the staple. And we've got time.
Kevin, thanks. Star play.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And it's Lillard missing.
I'm not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now Beverly, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard, really left alone that time. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And George with the stuff.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. Beverly the pass to Leonard. And George, here we go. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players. And
oh man, fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Anthony on the wing. They need this. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Tries again. Here's Nurkic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Leonard the pass to Morris. And it's good for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Down by 15. Here's Lillard. Puts the move on. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Ariza. The 3. That one doesn't go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris, left side. The shot by George, wide open. No good on the three. Trailblazers trail by 15. Anthony drives in. It's hauled in by George. And the Clippers another fast break opportunity here. And that one's good. Beverly.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George has got his fourth rebound in this one. Anthony can't hit.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
It's George on the wing. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And George able to finish. George has got 8 points.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that one, good.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
Leonard finds George. Over in the corner, Beverly. The three-pointer, no good. Trailblazers trail by 17. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum, no good. Leonard against Ariza. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. He's got 7.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back to the action after this word.
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Harrell is out there with Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Jackson comes over with the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Portland with the ball. Passes it to Little. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Williams up on top. Covered by Hood. Williams passes to Green. Hood against Williams. Lays it up off the glass.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Pass to Harrell. All alone. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's just great recognition by Hassan Whiteside to drive right at the basket and finish the shot.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Portland. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Clippers leading by 23. In the corner, Shamet with it. Jackson has the open look. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Trent passes to Whiteside. Here's Trent. Takes a 3. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Williams outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. Little with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Whiteside. And the rejection by Harrell.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Williams' shot is off. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Hood kicks to Collins. And it's off from three-point range. That's tipped, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Lillard, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Takes the 3. And it's Shamet missing. Trailblazers trail by 21. It's Anthony with the drive. And the layup is good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Leonard dishes to Green. That shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Cullen passes to Carmelo. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Collins. Back to Anthony. From deep three-point range. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Lillard attacking. Collins. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Green with the basket on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 21. Lillard outside. From deep. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 21-point lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway. They were... And...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
From deep three-point range, from deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Zubac finds Leonard. Back to Morris. On the wing, George. Morris outside. It's George on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by Portland.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Launches it. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Lou Williams is checked in for Leonard. Trent passes to Whiteside. The pass to Trent. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Whiteside, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
George passes to Zubac. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Back to Beverly. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Whiteside, the pass to Ariza. Now here's Hood. Passes it to Nurkic. To the inside. Whiteside uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Here's Trent. Kicks to Ariza. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Nurkic in the post. Working on Zubac. No good on that one. Beverly, the pass to George. And the wide open shot from Morris. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Hood. Second chance shot. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Whiteside.
Yeah, it's 7'1", and with the type of length that Whiteside has in terms of his vertical reach, so hard to stop on the inside.
Williams kicks to Zubac. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Trent. He's guarded by Williams. Trent passes to Ariza. Trent can't hit. Clippers leading by 5. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris kicks to Beverly. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Williams. Whoops, they pick off the pass. from deep three-point range. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Shamet and Leonard are on the wings. Harrell is out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Clippers grab the miss. A three from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 6 assists in the game.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He throw good, Damian Lillard.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and run out.
Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Now Morris. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Gets it to go from 8 feet. And it's 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
And it's in there. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And that one's good, Lillard.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time three.
Leonard finds Morris. Now here's Harrell. Reza covering. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And Lillard gets it to go.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Morris into the lane. And Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Right side dishes to Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Williams in for Reggie Jackson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in.
Wow, huge in a big moment there. Getting the ball to Lou Williams, not a bad idea.
Zubac is checked in for Harrell. He throw good, Lou Williams.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool custom.
Lillard against Williams. Lillard misses.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Morris with the bucket.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
To halt the run. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Damian Lillard.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Lillard way outside. And the Trailblazers another three.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Morris against Anthony. Here's Zubats. Williams passes to Zubats. Money!
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Portland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Lillard. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws come. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
To take the lead, off target from downtown. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous.